Actual, for real, live stream of making RAB-2 models, not flaking out like I have the past few times. So I do really apologise about all those again. So this time I'm here. I'm actually broadcasting at the time I said I was. No distractions, no bullshit to drag me away. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on. So today we're making some more Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell models. Hello Gino and hello Heidi. Today we're going to be making Serah, PSICOM Officer and PSICOM Soldier. Now those last two aren't really like named characters, they're just generic mooks, but they're going to be playing a prominent part in this story of Final Fantasy XIII. I'll do as I told and say howdy. Hello Furiano from the Discord, and hello Ben. Good to see you as always. So start out with the RAB-2 model template. It's a bog standard template. I know those of you who frequent these streams won't need me to talk through this every single time, but as you know, I just want to reiterate that I make these from official templates that I make. Losing my train of thought here. Okay, so we're going to be making Serah. Now, as you all know, I use this game called Final Fantasy Pictologica to use as references. I'm going to guess Serah didn't have a model in this game, but we'll soon find out. Rule 34 RAB-Tunes parodies when? Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. You get the fic pictures hidden in the parodies. That's all you get for now. Okay, so they have a version of her 13.2 model. Not quite sure how different her hair is compared to box standard Final Fantasy 13, so I'll give it a go. Yeah, I could get away with that. Yoink. Hi, love your videos. Are you going to make Final Fantasy X too? Yeah, I get asked this one a lot. Yes, it is going to happen, but not right now. I plan to do the sequels after all the main titles are done. So you're going to have to hold on to your hat there just a little bit longer. Anytime soon, so it's possible someday. Yes, maybe, I don't know. If I ever really hit rock bottom and don't really care what happens to the channel, maybe I will resort to Rule 34 parodies. Like, a sort of like a Hail Mary. Sorry, I just had a text on my phone. Where was I? Ah, yes. Lovely, lovely Sarah Strand. Rejected Squad episode coming up. Final Fantasy XIV. No, I ain't pulling that trick again. That got me in a lot of trouble with the fans. And I honestly stand by my decision to this day. I mean, I honestly thought people would like it, but no, they wanted a legit parody, it seems. Oh well, I did it on the right layer this whole time. I always got to make sure the hair is on a separate layer just so I can animate it a bit easier when it comes to expressions, especially the eyebrows. Do a little fine line there. Follow the curve. There we go. Valor J Omega. Hi, first time catching this stream. It's great that you are willing to share your design creations. Thank you. I'm glad there's some people who do enjoy these streams. It's just a way of me putting out raw, regular content, connecting with the fans, and showing you the process in the interim. But I'm glad there are some people who do actually enjoy this shit. Okay, so the only slight difference between 13.2 and box standard 13 is, as far as I could see, that is a ribbon, not a pair of balls, as that picture describes, but that is not the best quality image to go from, so I'm just going to wing it. I mean, you're not going to see Serah much in this one, but she is going to be the star of 13.2 in a nutshell whenever we get to that. Hello Samuel. What from you going make for Lightning's sister? I'm making Serah Lightning's sister, so yeah. Hello, Just Rousey. I am here against my will. Rab keeps me locked in a cage until he needs me to voice a side character. Quiet, you! Get back in your cage. Who said you'd come in here? I don't lock you in there. You're free to leave whenever you want. Just know that if you do, I will find you, and I will kill you. I know I've said this before, but please no hallway jokes. If there weren't any in X, there shouldn't be any in 13. I have one joke that could possibly be misconstrued as a hallway joke, but it's more of a joke on the linearity of it. I think I'm going to disappoint you either way. Let's save this while I'm thinking of it. Serah. Kupo. Hey Raptoons, what was your favourite Final Fantasy in a nutshell? It's got to be 4 in a nutshell. That was my favourite one to make. It's got the best jokes in my opinion, the best voice actor. No offense, Tiny Chuck, but you know, you are my prisoner, so you don't really get a say. Alright, time to do her outfit. I'm done with that one. And you know what? Just because it's there, I might actually make both the 13.2 and the regular 13 model whilst I'm at it. God damn it, Rab. What? Will there be underage jokes in this nutshell? That's what you mean by underage jokes. Save the hallway jokes for Final Fantasy 15, where there's a level that's literally a hallway. Oh yes, the final dungeon pre-patch. That was not fun, I can tell you that. Okay, she's got a collar thingy going there. I'm never really good at doing collars on these models. This is a weird cardigan type thing she's wearing. I didn't start voicing until 6, so I'm obviously not the best voice. Well, my favourite is 7 because of when Cloud goes inside Tifa's house. Yes, that's a favourite of a lot of people's for various reasons. Can't think why. I wouldn't bother doing a necklace because in game I don't. Tell you what, I'll make it its own little layer. Or I could have gone to Snow's model and copied the little necklace I made for that one, since it's the exact same necklace. I like the RE and FF8 in a nutshell, as I say, were very spot on. A wild Resident Evil fan. Didn't think we had any of those left on our channel. One, two, three, four, 5 buttons. Okay. don't watch the nutshells, I only skip to my parts and then turn it off. Yeah, so you only watch like 4 or 5 seconds then. Because that's all I give you. See, this is the problem when people want to be in the nutshells, like as voice actors. I mean, like, you're not going to be getting a very substantial part unless you're the main character. Because I'm kind of a hack writer and I tend to give the spotlight to the main character way too much. So there was someone in my Discord who was making Mystic Quest in a nutshell models, like just for fun. I think I said if I ever make Mystic Quest in a nutshell, I'll use his. And he's always asking me how I'm making these models. He should really be here watching this stream because you know, this is literally it. But interesting enough, he doesn't use Flash. He uses something called Paint Pro. Not something I'm familiar with. Ben Howell, I'm alright as a bit of character. Being an evil bookshelf is fun.
Roar! I'm an evil bookshelf! Unless you have Ifrit, then I'm told to chill. Do you have Ifrit?
And I can't do it like you can, Ben. That hurts my throat, Jesus Christ. This is why I've mainly taken a back seat to voice acting in these things. Point blank, I'm not actually that good of a voice actor. So I play Chris Redfield in the Resident Evil parodies. I think that's about as expressive and good as my voice gets. Ooh. Accidentally showing you off Silent Hill 3 models there. You should make it with a Mr. Quest nutshell. That guy even made a script. Yeah, I mean, if he's willing to do all the footwork, I guess maybe I'll pull my finger out and make a half-assed effort of making Mr. Quest in a nutshell. I get asked to make one a lot. But I see Mystic Quest as kind of a not Final Fantasy game. I don't know why so many Final Fantasy fans on this channel want me to do it. I mean, the music was pretty cool. I love you, Raz, platonically. I love you too, then. Platonically. Colour Serah's hair. And you can't tell me off that's the wrong colour because that is literally what is right in front of me. You're both the second. Ah, Serah's bald. Yeah, I think I know what's wrong here. So this is like a little fun game I call Find the Gap. And in this instance, it should be here. And I know I've done that. I have done the outline in dark range. In big manner. Let's get into a call. I'll talk to you as you make models. Also, I like it when you had Cloud and Barrett make love at the Cold Saucer. Kupo. Who will play Mod Kupo? Ideally, I would love to get the person who played Mog in Final Fantasy VI in a nutshell back. I mean, she nailed Mog's voice. So much so that I brought it back for the random Moogle in Final Fantasy IX in a nutshell. You'll notice that the save book Moogle was the same voice actress. Very talented lady. Also voiced, what's her name? Lena from Final Fantasy V in a nutshell. Yeah, completely lost what layer I'm on that. Ah. Okay, so I don't really, what I'm trying to do is keeping these heads and bodies separate. There we go. And I now realise I copied the necklace onto the same layer, but oh well. I'm going to make sure these necklaces are consistent just because I'm an asshole like that. Don't pay attention to the character model names in here. Oh wow. So when I made a Snow's model, I really half-assed the necklace. Oh well. I'll just pinch the colour. Go away, Snow. No one likes you.
A paradox is close by, Kupo.
Man, Morph was annoying in 13-2. Which will make for some very good jokes, I should imagine. I don't know, I've not even got anywhere near to beginning to think about making a script for 13-2. Let's get rid of male crotch. I heard Discord go off. Okay, you'll notice if a character has a tartan pattern or whatever on their official model, I'll kind of half-ass it when I make the RAB-Live version. Any spin-offs? Yeah, so definitely Crisis Core. That's definitely gonna be one. What else? 14 the after years. 14? 4. Final Fantasy 4 the after years. That will be another one. What else? 10-2. Even though it's not really a spin-off, it's more of a sequel. Probably not add them children. I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to do add them children in a nutshell because it's kind of already its own nutshell. Fuck's sake. How do you get subs so easy? I don't know. They kind of just go up every day without me really doing anything. Humble brag. How's it going, Rab? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Yeah, it was pretty cool. A chill one, as always. I don't tend to rock the boat on the weekends. Where are your shoes? Crisis Core. Crisis Core is going to be interesting. As I'll probably be taking it in a different direction. The Sephiroth voice actor is going to be different. I don't know how attached people were to the Sephiroth voice actor we already have. See, the problem is a lot of the nutshell voice actors are on a volunteer basis. And I'm totally fine with that, because it means I can stretch out and, you know, get some new talent in as and when. But when it comes to people like the Sephiroth voice actor I already have, it's a slight shame, but hey ho, what are you gonna do? And that's not what I wanted to do. And this version of the chocolate thing goes on forever. if you're curious what I'm doing there with the pen tool, I'm basically creating invisible little lines to do the shading technique. And I have been called out on the shading technique very often because you'll notice the shading of these characters is the same no matter what way they're facing. Mainly because I'm not going to the effort to make a new one every time. I want the character face left or right. Monsters ahead, Cupo. He's stupid, he's annoying, his only purpose is to be a hunk. Final Fantasy Tactica in a nutshell in the future. Maybe. That's like the other second most requested thing I get asked. Be great to hear multiple actors in the same role act against each other in some kind of FF alternate universe battle. Oh yeah, speaking of which, so currently at the moment I'm doing something called Inktober, so basically every day there's a prompt, which can be just a single word, and you have to think of something to draw, on pen, on paper, every day, and yesterday's one was build, so I was a little bit behind, so I only managed to draw it today, but basically someone suggested I draw a picture of all the SIDs from every game, all collaborating to build something, so that's exactly what I did. So if you go check out our Twitter and our community tab even, you will see this image. I basically drew every SID from Final Fantasy I up to 15 all hanging out, and it got me thinking that would actually make a sort of good not like a spin-off series, maybe a one-off sort of video type thing. Maybe all the SIDs get together and have an adventure, or maybe there's like a council of SIDs that meet up outside of their games to discuss matters happening within their world. So many possibilities. Hello, who's that?
It's someone.
Someone? Now let me turn the music down. Hello. Okay, I'm joined by a mystery guest. Haha.
It's Elton.
Ah. I don't think I've spoken to you on voice chat before. So this is Alton. He's one of our Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell writers. For those of you who don't know, I've gotten a team together to sort of help brainstorm and proofread the script because I'm not like a pro Final Fantasy XIV player.
That reminds me that I have still to read the latest script.
Take your time. I'm just getting the script out now, well in advance to fine-tune things. Oh, thanks, Tiny Chuck. You didn't have to do that, but it is much appreciated. Where am I? Getting senile. Ah yes, I'm making another model. So okay, we got Serah. There is Serah in all her glory. I might come back and give her a 13-2 outfit later on. You didn't do anything for today. Yeah man, those sketches they look stupid and simple, but they take quite a while to make. Clay Hissel. Okay, so I'm going to do PSICOM Soldier next. So unfortunately this is not a named character. Lol, it's someone. Creepin'. How did you find writers? I basically threw out a request on the community tab. A lot of people sort of poured in, as it were. But I selected a few who had extensive knowledge of 14. Mainly because I want to get sort of the best jokes possible. My strength is writing about the ridiculous plot points of Final Fantasy, not so much the gameplay elements, which 14, I am not that good at 14 at all. So, funny story, last night I was doing Chloe's Wondrous Tales, which is basically a book you get every week, and you have to do certain duties to get stamps, and at the end you'll get a reward based on how many lines you get, etc. And one of them was to do Titan EX, so Titan Extreme, and I can tell you now, I even regular Titan, I'm not so good at. We wiped about 10 times. I think we got the maximum Echo bonus, which was 25%. I don't know if it goes any higher than that. I wasn't really paying attention.
Nah, 25 is the max.
Is it? Yeah. And basically,
But if you're with 25, you can tell yourself that you're pretty bad.
I can tell you, as a second tank, it was definitely me that was holding the team back, and it actually got to a point where they were saying, "Is this dude trolling us?" Because I kept getting us killed, and I like sort of just abandoned duty and slinked away in shame.
But how is it you were getting your team killed in Titan Extreme? Like, I can solo it, so how is it you can't be carried?
When he lifts up his leg and slams it down, I'm never a good judge on where you're supposed to stand, so I always get kicked away and fall off the edge. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I'm trying to find a PSICOM soldier. Not having a lot of luck. I'll admit, I wasn't all that interested in the later FF games, but in a nutshell got me curious, and I am now going to get back into the games. Well, I'm glad I could sway your opinion there, Valor J Omega. And what I often find interesting is when people say that they never played the game before until they watched my nutshell. And I'm like, please do not let my very narrow mind view of some of the games change your opinion. Like, for example, Final Fantasy VIII, I ripped the shit out of that game, and it's not actually as bad as I say it is.
I was more thinking of 11, you know.
Yeah, 11, I didn't even go back. So bear with me, everyone. I'm trying to find the best image to do these characters. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get anything better than that. So hey ho, we're gonna go with this one. Put him on a layer there. Keep up a pal. Why, hello there, my English friend. Hello, Red One.
You know you could be burnt for using Kupopo on 14.
Hmm? Well, what will you do when you are done with Final Fantasy?
Don't worry, he won't be done before a long time.
Yeah, maybe like another 5 years at least.
I'm sure this will be a question for like, I don't know, in 3 years maybe you could ask it.
I'll start doing Hello Kitty Island Adventure in a nutshell. Okay, PSICOM soldier. This is going to be interesting. Especially since I don't actually have a lot of detail to work with here. So I could be missing a lot of intricate details in their helmets. Genius of Raptoons. You can play these games in your life, but one watch of a Raptoon parody and suddenly you're a fan, or laughing uncontrollably in your seat. Thank you, Ben. He can join the others and fight the gods to save the world, Kupo. Where's RE nutshells and Silent Hill nutshells? Well, fear not, sir, because Silent Hill 3 in a nutshell is actually coming at the end of this month. That's right, a non-Final Fantasy nutshell.
What a crazy idea.
I know. It's mad, it'll never work. Okay, so matching the helmet's eyes to the RAB-2 model eyes isn't going to work. So let's delete the eyes.
Oh wait, did my heal just died? Fuck me.
I don't accept a non-FF nutshell. Well, tough titties, because you're going to get it anyway. God damn, I hate this.
Did my heal just died again? Oh my god, it's gonna be a fun dungeon.
Which dungeon are you playing?
Sorry, what?
Which dungeon are you playing?
Yeah.
Man, this helmet just makes no sense whatsoever. As is Final Fantasy tradition. I think I'm getting the general gist of it here. You guys have a brilliant sense of humour. I love the Final Fantasy series, especially 10 and 12, but I especially loved how you ripped them to shreds. I'll never look at them the same way. Thank you. Who is that troop beside your model? These are the generic Final Fantasy 13 Empire mooks. So think of your MP soldiers from Shinra, your Arcadian foot soldiers, basically the generic enemies you fight in the enemy strongholds. The Guardians in Final Fantasy XIV is another one. Okay, actually this is looking a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I fear sometimes I do stress too much on the details on these models, and you guys really honestly probably don't actually care. So I probably shouldn't stress too much about all these silly little details, but I'll get them in anyway. My favourite character in a nutshell is Chris from RE nutshell. I don't do Resident Evil nutshells, that was a parody. But thank you. Do you plan on doing nutshells on sequels and spin-offs such as FF7, Crisis Core, 10-2, After Years, Revenant Wings, 13-2 and 13-3? So I said this a little bit earlier, yes, I actually do plan to do all those, but after the main series. And as Alton here reiterated, that it's going to be a very long time away.
Yeah, I suggested him a branding for that. But according to the planning, yeah, will take some more years.
Definitely. You ain't gonna be seeing them anytime soon, that's for sure. Bollocks. PSICOM soldiers were a joke to fight against, too easy to beat, even later in the game. Yeah, I understand that. But the those things in the bloody weird circular motorbikes, but they're attached to their backs, but they're also jetpacks. Those were a bitch. So the pipe thingy comes over there. Now, their actual body is going to be interesting to draw because he's kind of hunched over in this picture, so I can't actually see what his body armor looks like. Yeah, I think this helmet's actually turned out quite well, considering these fancy ass helmets are like the worst things to make in this style. Are they going to come out like 2055? No, not that bad. Maybe. Do you like RAM? Do you like Doom? I've actually never played Doom. Like, I know Doom, I've seen gameplay of it, I know all the tropes and whatnot, but I've never actually played it. I played Duke Nukem, which is more or less the same thing. Maybe. Reminds me, I'll probably do the Inktober prompt after this. Poink, poink. When will you make more nutshell videos on different games? Soon. Soon. Well, you're gonna love when I'm ramming you tonight. Ah, sex joke.
Someone asked if you ever played Dissidia Opera Omnia.
I started playing it and I just couldn't really get into it. And as I've said before...
Were you playing Record Keeper though?
Yeah, I did get back into that recently and I stopped again because it's just still the same bullshit over and over. Opera Omnia, the problem with that is it's a game where you have to hold your phone sideways to play it. So...
I think that's a good Geisha game.
Yeah,
I'm a...
It's better than
I
Record
played
Keeper.
But Record Keeper really asks you to take your credit card out. Like, I played it for a long time and 2 or 3 after it really began to start falling apart. Like,
Yeah.
the difficulty was getting insane and all you need was to get your credit card out and get the good weapons. But on another hand, I'm having a blast on the Omnia.
Hmm.
I never played on it, and yet I can do the hardest content.
I mean, I won't deny that, but it's just the fact that you have to fold the phone sideways to play it, and when I'm on my phone, I'm normally holding it upright. I know that's such a silly, trivial thing, but it stops me from playing a lot of great mobile games.
I like that someone asked you what was your favorite Final Fantasy, and then someone just below said, "I know lots of people must have asked you what your favorite Final Fantasy," and then he deleted it after realizing it was as just above him.
Alright, so I'm going to have to look up a different picture now, because this guy is hunched over. I can't actually see what his body looks like.
He touched the question you will never know.
You'll never know. That could be a good image. I really hate the new Google images. Well, it's not new anymore.
But if I had to say, I think you're having a really good time on 14.
Yes, definitely. So this style here is actually quite similar to my own style, which is definitely a plus. Allows me to see that this part here is actually a collar. Do 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 do. Okay, so they've got weird sideways satchels halfway down their straps. Final Fantasy fashion, you gotta love it.
What am I doing with my life?
I don't know, bud.
I've been farming the mental roulette all the evening, but I don't know what for. I just do it.
Kind of like me with Chloe's Wondrous Tales every week. I don't know why I'm doing that. The rewards aren't actually that great. Sorry, I've been ignoring the comments here, guys. Yeah, I was too focused on writing that question. Opera Omnia is in PC. Hey, hello Game Slayer. I'm also referring to the 13 ones as well, also the 15 one as you stated. The new Google images bugs me, that's for true. Are those soldiers FF Power Rangers? They were multicolour, so yeah, 13 definitely has that Power Rangers vibe. Least favourite game of all time and favourite. Least favourite game of all time? Definitely DayZ. That game that was like a add-on to a different World War II or soldier or war game. Terrible, waste of money. I really wish I could get my money back for it. Favourite game of all time? Funnily enough, is actually not a Final Fantasy game. It's Psychonauts. Yeah, shocker. I personally would love to see a Zelda parody since you already have a Link model. Yeah, me too. Definitely have some ideas in the works for that. Operation Nora, commence. Nora. I can't wait for 13 in a nutshell, it's going to be fun. Oh wow, Serah looks good. Sorry, catching up. Take your time, what TV? Worst birthday ever. Serah, lightning. Guess what? I'm gonna see. Lightning. I'm gonna have to kill you now. Lol. Okay, I'm now caught up with the comments. Let's do their knees. Let's simplify these bad boys.
I wonder if Lightning will win everyone's French fries in her nutshell.
Yeah, I actually, when I wrote that joke, I actually thought it was really lame. I didn't think people would like it, but it's become one of the things people point at, like, you know, quote all the time, and like, it's good in a way.
That would actually be fun if there was a scene in the nutshell where, like, they go to McDonald's and Lightning just jump on the table and rinse everyone French fries.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's more or less the body. Colour it in.
"64 Power asks if you play Call of Duty."
Definitely no. Not my kind of gameplay. The only shooter I really liked was Team Fortress 2. And even that, when it got too, sort of, you know, when it got too focused on hats and that kind of content, it really put me off. Shooting games take a lot of hand-eye coordination that I don't actually possess.
Least favorite Final Fantasy game.
Least favourite? Definitely Final Fantasy III. Mainly because the story was crap, the gameplay was crap, the music wasn't that great.
I do like Eternal Wind.
Yeah, that's a good track. But overall the music was
And the Crystal Tower.
Yeah. Ah, cool, yeah. 13.2 was way better than 13. Ah, okay, I've only just joined, so thanks for that. Best song in the game. Which game? 13? 13, I would say Blinded by Light is the best theme, which is the standard battle theme.
Yeah.
For
definitely.
sure. How did you feel about Dirge of Cerberus? Don't get me started on Dirge of Cerberus. Like, I don't get why Vincent needed his own game. Don't get why 7 needed a sequel. I don't get why if 7 needed.
And I never got interested in it.
Yeah. And if 7 was going to get a
I don't
sequel.
even know what this game is talking about.
Yeah, if 7 was going to get a sequel, why Dirge of Cerberus? Because it is technically a sequel to 7. Just no.
It's funny because not a lot of people actually know Dirge of Cerberus.
Hmm. Put it this way, you're not going to be getting Dirge of Cerberus in a nutshell. Kind of winging it with the colours here because I can't quite see what his weird arbitrage thing there is obscuring. For the sake of my sanity, I think I nailed it. Should I get Final Fantasy IX or Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age? Definitely Final Fantasy IX. How's that even a question? It feels stupid that the main villain of 13 was something called Orphan. Why not that dude that turned into a giant machine before Caius came in? Yeah. Orphan was kind of like the Zeromus of 13, just a bad guy that comes out of nowhere at the end with very little explanation. That's being stubborn. Those aren't actually yellow. The joys of colouring. Also, the fashion police make you pay license points to make you wear clothes. Ah yes, that's in 12. The license board. I mean, I get why the license board prohibits you from wearing certain things. It's to prevent, it's to, sort of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's to make it so you're not just cheesing it with high level gear, but storyline wise, it makes no sense that you're having to refer to a board whether you're allowed to wear something or not. I would say that's the PSICOM soldier done. Yeah, that's pretty good. PSICOM soldier. I'm just going to take a break a second. Have a drink, stretch my legs, catch up on comments. Poorly implemented final bosses are what the series is grounded on, currently. That's for true. Do you like Dragon Ball Z or you like using the sound effects? I enjoyed Dragon Ball Z growing up. I am not a fan of Dragon Ball Z Super. Completely pointless series, complete fan service. I'm never a fan of fan service in any kind of game ever. It's just kind of pandering, really. Make my wish come true and something, something, something. Oski G Network. Oh yeah. I'm the only one that thinks Final Fantasy VI wasn't the best Final Fantasy game, and I think it's just okay. Heretic! Burn the non-believer.
Say that.
No, Alex, you're not alone. I think Final Fantasy VI is massively overrated. We're gonna have a mutiny in the comments in a minute. Dragon Ball The Frieza Saga is my favourite cartoon show, period. Yes, I think the Frieza Saga was the last good one, then it just kind of went downhill from there, and now we're on Dragon Ball Z Super, and I'm like, why? Anyway, yeah, so that's the PSICOM soldier done. So we'll save him, and we'll start up a new one. Oh, you fucking idiot. I swear I do this every single stream. Okay, so what I've done here is I've saved over the template. Don't worry, don't stress, it's not the end of the world. Save him as something else for a start. And basically what we're going to have to do here is dip into my files here, so don't pay too much attention, or you might see something you don't want to see, being that this is my personal area. Templates, copy, games, paste, copy and replace, open, and there we go. And that's how I recover the template if I fuck up and save over it. Always keep backups, kids. Trust me on that.
Before thinking about keeping backups, people should think about saving.
Yes, always save as well. So we're going to do PSICOM officer now, so that's basically one up. But now I think about it, I think this guy is the generic foot soldier, and the one I just drew was the actual rank above. Raz, help, I paid attention to your personal computer area. You have to self-terminate. You've seen too much. You know how my twisted mind works. Interesting, I'm pretty sure that's Star Wars. They might as well be called Stormtroopers. Isn't that one of the core soldier, or am I wrong? Is Goku stupid when it comes to fighting in Dragon Ball Super? Definitely. That is one of the many reasons I don't like it. Okay, change of plan. I was going to be drawing this guy, but it looks like rank-wise, this guy is the next one up. This could be interesting. Do 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 do. Will you make Final Fantasy VII the movie, or what fuck is cool in a nutshell? Eh? Oh crap, that soldier was literally an annoying mini-boss for me. Stupid mana drive abilities.
Oh yeah, Adventure Children. I wonder, would you make a nutshell about it?
Maybe. Might be hard.
It's just a 2 hours movie though.
Yeah, it's not really
Not
a
so
lot.
much content to make a whole nutshell.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, just bear with me 1 second, guys. Back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Rab, I hope you continue to expand, and I must say, I am so envious of this opportunity for you. I can't think of a better job than making money coming up with funny stuff. Thank you. It is definitely...
I don't know if doing lots of FF14 can be called expand.
It's definitely been a dream come true making this series, though.
I mean, I don't know if I thought I would tell people the planning I told you, but definitely that makes a lot of FF14.
Hmm. They need to remake Tifa for Final Fantasy VII, wink wink. No.
And I say they don't. Or, if they do, they should do fake Tifa.
Yes.
You should call Square Enix. I'm sure you can end with something like a DLC to get fake Tifa as a costume.
Oh man, I wish. Man, this guy's helmet is weird. Can't wait for Final Fantasy X 2 in a nutshell, lol, because you know, gotta do the heavy metal chocobo. Yeah, I love the 13-2 heavy metal chocobo theme. So many people don't. Yeah, I think that's good enough for his helmet. You're not going to see this guy for very long anyway. I wonder how they will show Aerith's death scene in the remake. I'm going to need tissues. Based on how much they're showing Tifa in the remake trailers, and how they seem to be expanding on things, I reckon it's going to hit a lot harder this time for people.
They won't. They will keep Aerith alive.
Yes, I got a funny feeling they're going to do that as well. Mainly because of how much stuff they're changing anyway. Let's move your body down here. Okay, so this guy's got a weird collar thing. Kind of like a high-tech version of an Arcadian judge.
Why do I keep tagging Mentor?
I don't know. Why do you?
I don't know. Tell me. Oh jeez. It's an 8-man something. I hope it's not an extreme. Please tell me it's not a savage.
I don't even want to touch savage content.
It's fun if you like challenging content.
I'm like no good at complicated
But
content.
I don't think you would have the time to do savage.
Doesn't savage like require actual talking to each other and coordination?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I have a fixed team for that, so it's fine. Oh good, it's a normal one. There is no way I would do savage with random people.
The fact that you can, like, as a fact there's even an option to do so is funny. Okay, so this dude's name is not actually PSICOM officer. I think it's... I don't know, it's not actually officer though, I know that much. And he looks like he has a complicated armor design, but it's actually quite simple when you look at it.
Oh no.
So,
Have you ever done the Omega Red?
yes.
So you did the Chaos boss, right?
Yes.
So there is that part when you have to do 2 share.
Yeah.
And there is a specific kind of teams that are stupid enough to stack the 2 share together.
Alright.
And I have that kind of team. And everyone almost died.
Oh, hang on, bear with me one moment, guys. Just because I don't have a BRB screen anymore.
Oh, everyone's dead.
BRB.
Where?
Okay, I'm back. And I just realised I left it on my iTunes. Whoopsie! Okay, I don't be needing this anymore. Apologies for that, I had a phone call. Simplifying this design as much as I can. You know what? I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to copy and paste this side onto the other side. As it's an asymmetrical design. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, sorry I was away. Oh no, 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 no! Demonetization, no! Yeah, so last time I let that song play in a stream, the whole stream got demonetized. I wouldn't be making that mistake again. Hopefully I caught it in time. Surprised I haven't seen any Final Fantasy XIV fans, sorry. What do you mean?
I do like FF4.
4 was amazing. 4 was one of my favourites.
It's my favorite after 6,
Yeah.
because 6 has Kefka.
Kefka! Did you kill an entire village by poisoning them? Maybe. I can't stay mad at you. Come here. Do do do. Oh, my phone's going crazy. I love this credits theme. One of my favourite credits themes for a Final Fantasy game. Oops. Do. Animation is about cheating. This is the key to succeeding in the business. That is definitely true. You cannot waste time with animation. If you find a time-saving trick, use the fuck out of that trick. Is a piece of advice I will give to anyone who wants to become an animator. So this guy's armor is kind of like an armored coat. Quite weird. And he appears to be wearing a onesie underneath the coat. Okay, I'm gonna simplify the fuck out of that thing on his leg there, because screw that noise. Man, this is so much effort for a character you're only going to see for a few... not even a minute, really. Good enough. Why is Kefka so popular? Because despite his evil, he makes you laugh. I think Kefka is popular mainly because
I just like him because he's a crooner and he likes to destroy everything. So I'm a simple man.
Yes. I was gonna say, I think Kefka's popular mainly because he's evil for the sake of it. He hasn't got a motive, like, he doesn't try to justify what he does, which can be quite refreshing. Ah, bollocks.
There's sand on my boots. There's also sand in my butt.
Right away, sir.
I didn't actually voice Kefka myself, but I just realised I can actually do a pretty good impression of our voice actor's Kefka.
This scene was my avatar for so long.
Yeah, I miss it.
Already?
I'm a simple man.
I changed my avatar like a week ago.
Did you?
And you missed it. You missed it already.
Yeah. I'm very clingy like that. Ah, the 13 music stopped. I guess I got to the end of the soundtrack. Should I move on to the 13.2 soundtrack? I don't know. It does feel weird to do a stream without music. Well, he does have a motive, insofar as he thinks that if something will die, then it shouldn't live, kind of like Kuja later on, but Kefka goes about it with hilarious flamboyance. That is true. So any Final Fantasy game you think is just there and is okay. It's basically is there a Final Fantasy game I think is just meh? Like, I don't hate it and I don't like it. I don't hate it and I don't love it. That's an interesting question. I'll have to have a think on that and I'll answer you in a minute. Okay, I think I have an answer. I'm going to say Final Fantasy V, because I don't hate Final Fantasy V, but I don't love it either. It did introduce Gilgamesh and Exdeath, which is good. But other than that, meh. Man, these fucking needles in his jacket are... Where is the gap?
Where every Final Fantasy character actually breaks the laws of physics.
That is true.
Especially if you play Dissidia, like every protagonist can just fly around for no reason.
What a green mage. You know what's funny? I could hear a siren in the background of your background there, and I recognise it from when I've been in France. Like, you know, how your sirens sound.
Yeah, because I actually live in Paris. I wish I was living somewhere else.
I like Paris, but I think I went to the wrong part of Paris.
Every foreigner like Paris. But if you were French like me, you wouldn't like Paris. You would hate it.
I hear that a lot. Okay, so this guy's head is comically huge. I mean, I know that's our style, but still, that looks a bit... Yeah, that looks a bit better. It's still a bit too big for his collar, but hey ho.
Yes, it is I, the evil warlock, Exdeath.
No, I definitely can't do that one. You voice actors who do the big, loud, boisterous, deep, gravelly voices, my hat's off to you, because I can't do that at all. Wearing a onesie under his coat, now I will be unable to under it now, lol. Sorry. But I do enjoy that laugh of his and his ability to break laws of physics. What a green mage. I actually like the story of Final Fantasy V, it was entertaining. Do you think the materia system is better than Magicite? Are you talking about the Final Fantasy VI system there? Isn't it basically the same thing? Like, isn't the Magicite system in 6 basically the same as materia? I mean, if you want to go one step further, I think doesn't 14 have Magicite as well? I never used that. No, 14 has materia. Man, these streams are just not right without the music, but I'm so close to finishing this one off, I don't feel putting the music on is going to be appropriate. Then you have stuff like Paris syndrome, where it gets built up so much in people's minds that they suffer depression when it's just a city. Nah, not for me. In my mind,
I never
This-
heard of that.
visiting Paris wasn't like a big deal for me, so I didn't hype it up in my head. I mean, I had a bad experience in Paris because we were walking around exploring the theatre side of it. I'm not sure what you call it. Basically, where the Moulin Rouge is. I'm not sure what you call that. I'm not sure what you call that part of France. Paris, sorry.
It's funny because I just checked what is the Paris syndrome, and it's actually what I was saying. Like, Paris is shit, guys. Every foreigner has a good idea of Paris, but it's shit. And if you live in it, you realize it. And that's what Paris syndrome is. It's when people have such a nice view of Paris because they never went in it. They only see it through picture of or anime, and when they see Paris, what it actually is, it just no.
Apparently, Paris syndrome mostly affects Japanese tourists.
Yeah, I just saw it on Wikipedia, probably because they use Paris a lot in their mangas and animes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how much Japan like romanticizes Paris.
I don't know why. I don't know how it all started.
There are so many nicer places in France.
I see, if you want to visit a city in France, go to Toulouse. It's in the south.
I've never been there myself. I've been to Normandy. Cherbourg.
I love when dungeons are just this way. Like a journey in progress, and they were on the last boss. Just a 2 DPS and area. I don't know where is the tank left. And they just killed the boss, and I just danced outside. And I did nothing.
Oof.
But hey, I just get the reward.
I heard London is shit too. Yes, definitely. London is overhyped. Expensive, dirty, smelly, complicated, easy to get lost, unfriendly locals. The subway, not subway, underground station, trains. Oh, it's just terrible.
Honestly, if Paris was like in animes, I would probably live in it all the day. But
Yeah.
it's not.
I think if anyone lives in a big tourist location, they tend to think it's shit.
So I don't understand why foreigners find our French accent attractive. Or just our language.
I'm going to be totally honest here, Alton. I have nothing against French people or the accent, but in Britain we have adverts for Peugeot cars, and I swear they get someone who wasn't actually French to do a voiceover for it, and they really put on a really thick, heavy French accent for the sake of the advert, and it really does my head, and I hate it.
Please tell me it's not the extreme.
Oh yeah, knife stabbings, that's another one, Red.
Oh jeez, it's the extreme. I wanna die.
I'm sure there are still lots of beautiful girls in Paris. In the States, where I'm at, the only girls we're pursuing are actually the wild hogs in the woods. Okay, so I've completely been distracted here. Yeah, so I finished the PSICOM officer. If you want to know which character that is, he's not actually a named character, he's a mini-boss. But I am repurposing him for the sake of a joke. I won't spoil what the joke is, but basically it's a scene between him and a foot soldier, not that guy as I ended up drawing. Yeah, so it's like a conversation between this dude and this dude, who is his superior. It's quite a funny joke, I think, but I won't spoil it. So that's who that is. And that's all the characters I said I was going to make tonight, so now I'm going to move on to requests. Before I do, though, I will run through the characters we made tonight. So we got Serah in her bog standard 13 outfit. I was going to do her 13-2 outfit, but I don't see much point at the moment. We got the PSICOM foot soldier, or what I thought was the foot soldier. These are actually one up in the their military rank. But anyway, yeah. And we have the PSICOM officer, or whatever they're actually called, because they're not actually called that. Okay, so now we're on to the fun part of this stream. I don't often do this part anymore because I tend to run out of time, but today I actually have a bit of time, so I will doodle random shit, so throw out any suggestions, and I'm going to have a drink and stretch my legs.
I have a suggestion.
What's that?
Thick arrows.
Thick Arif?
Yeah.
Interesting. Not sure people want to see me draw that. Like, here though. It's funny, when I post those pictures on the community tab, I'm surprised people have as positive a reaction as they do. You're all degenerates. Rabtoons, what do you think of Dutch and Germans? Got nothing against them. Never really been to Germany much. I've been to Berlin. I think that's Germany. My geography's terrible. You have some great food there, Germany. The less said about history, the better. We won't delve into that. A drink of what? Wouldn't you like to know, Colin? Wouldn't you like to know? Final Fantasy XII characters cosplay Star Wars characters. That's an interesting one. I'll give that a quick go. So I try not to bring up references when I'm doing these quick doodles, but for this character I will. Van! Oh no, he's a gon. Take this treasure to Azelis. Go be useless somewhere else. Fuck's sake, I can't draw. I can't draw a lightsaber without it looking like his dong. Fuck it. Phallic lightsaber is all you're gonna get from me. Yes, Berlin is Germany. Thank you for clarifying that. Let's see what a naked black mage looks like. Scooby-Doo's Final Fantasy. So, top 10 Final Fantasy games in your opinion. And that is an interesting one. Not something I could just bang out here and now, though. I would have to think about that one. You know, I have still yet to publish the stream doodles from like 2 streams ago. If people are still waiting on those. Hello, Jotaro Kujo, Yari Dazi. Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
Oh my god.
What's up? The force is long, I mean, strong with this one. And you'd think an iconic character like Han Solo, I would just be able to remember what he looks like.
I didn't expect my team to actually kill Garuda Extreme.
Garuda.
Yeah. I did not Garuda Extreme, but it was synchronized. Oh no, not going through that. I agree though, you should draw some JoJo.
JoJo. Never actually watched it. I just know the references.
You should watch JoJo. It's funny.
Everyone
I
says
mean,
that.
It's quite... It's something, like... At the beginning you might be like, what the fuck is going on? But the more you watch it, the more you want to watch it.
Garuda EX. Lol.
It was a fun fight at the time. It was still better than the actual Innocence X.
Haven't got to that one yet.
Honestly, it's garbage. Like, it's called Extreme, but it's just touching our AoE. There is no mechanics whatsoever. Garuda Extreme has some mechanics. Some actually good mechanics.
Okay, so that's Varn and Balfir cosplaying as Luke and Han Solo, respectively.
I don't care for the moons. I already have all of them. Or bunnies, or birds, or doggos.
I have
I
one
don't
bird.
have dragons though. I need a dragon.
See you later, Alex Pina. Funniest Raptoons moments that come to mind: when Cloud beats off Tifa's panties, when Tidus' name menu comes up and it says asshole. Audrey Mays. I loved your Final Fantasy XII cartoon so much. Keep on rocking, dude. Thank you very much, Audrey. That is very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Angry beavers riding a chocobo. What the hell is that?
Ben comes up with some very interesting combinations sometimes. He's a member of the family. He's cool. Someone said a naked black mage, and I had an idea for that. So this is what I think a naked black mage looks like.
I was like, does it look like nothing? Because your screen wasn't moving at all. Are you drawing what I think it is?
This is what I think a naked black mage looks like.
What about the arms?
There's his arms there. Just to reiterate.
Seems legit.
Checks out.
This is going too far! What is that?
Not very
So is it what Lalafell really look like?
Hmm?
Is it what a Lalafell really look like?
Possibly. There you go. A naked black mage. Demonetized. Man, I just lost respect for that class. Black mage in Final Fantasy XXX. I think I have time for one more doodle. You tempted me by saying thick Aerith, but no.
Did I?
Draw lightning and teeth for mud wrestling, that would be instant demonetized. Turns out Vivi is what they call a little wiener.
Ah, jeez, why is there so many MSQ?
MSQ, surely you're done with MSQ, aren't you?
Yeah, but when I'm doing mentor roulette, I can end on an MSQ mission. I don't know why I ended on so many of them tonight.
Nothing like a bit Praetorium.
Knights of Castrum.
Oh, I hate Castrum. I
hate
don't mind
both.
Praetorium because I can just watch TV whilst doing the bare minimum in the background. Castrum, you kind of have to actually do stuff.
Hmm. That's actually what I do.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was actually giving me the tombstone for the event, but it doesn't when you're doing progress.
That sucks.
And I don't know why. It's garbage.
I do like listening to Gaius' speech though.
I was wondering, but why do you draw the whole chocobo when half of it isn't on the canvas?
Just cause. This is such a weird request.
Oh, that's what they're called in English, okay.
How did the theme song for the Angry Beavers go? Does anyone remember?
I don't remember either. It's funny because the French name doesn't have the same meaning.
Well, every time I'm trying to think of the Angry Beavers theme at the moment, I'm just picturing the Johnny Bravo theme, which is do 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 do
I
do
don't
do
remember that
do
one either.
do 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 do
I watched so many cartoons when I was younger, but I don't remember any of the theme. It really bothers me. I barely even remember this show. I know I was watching it a lot, but
I don't remember
Yeah.
much either.
my memory is so fuzzy.
I remember this one here kind of had like a really chilled out voice. It was like, "Hey, I'm an angry beaver," and this one was more like, "Rah, rah, rah, I'm an angry beaver." I don't know. I'm probably way off key there. Okay, so this is Angry Beavers riding a chocobo at the request of Ben. And I will get the rest of these stream doodles out at some point, but I am like 3 behind now. Let's see, what time is it? 6 minutes. I think I've got time for one last doodle. Come on, people. Throw out suggestions.
You still have time for those 3 carries.
3 carries.
Aris.
Oh, Aris, no. Not doing that.
You could do a thick male character for once.
Main character.
What's everyone's favorite male character?
No cries for me.
Maybe you could just do a thick cloud to go along with the Tifa one. Even better, a thick transgender cloud. Sephiroth shampoo commercial. I mean, if you want to do a commercial for shampoo using Final Fantasy villain, it would be better with Kuja or Samo.
Kuja would so be in a L'Oreal advert.
I'm starting to fear about what you're doing.
I'm actually struggling to remember what Tifa's hair looks like, believe it or not. There you go. It's a thick Tifa, but it's tasteful.
I take no responsibility towards this idea.
Well, no one said the cursed phrase. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a public announcement that King Kai, in fact, sounds like Steiner. Well, this has been fun. And that perfectly takes me into the end of my timer. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. That these 3 models were definitely interesting to do tonight. I actually ran out of Final Fantasy XIII music in the end there, so that's quite an accomplishment. And these doodles were fun. I will get them onto Twitter or the community tab or whatever at some point. I will get them to you as well, Ben. Just keep reminding me, my memory is terrible. And thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, Alton, for joining me out of the blue tonight. I know I always throw out a random at everyone on the
You're
Discord
welcome.
server.
I was just searching some company for praying.
That's cool. Hopefully I can get you in again. So I'm going to leave you all with this lovely track. Hopefully it doesn't get me demonetized. Enjoy Crazy Chocobo. And I'll catch you next time.